Hi everyone, I want to share a new pure project, and this project is inspired by Nancy Martinez. I'll put the link to her channel down below in the description box, and she on her turn was inspired by Leasy46, and I finally got to finish it after a while. And I also created, just like Nancy and Leasy, an embellishment book. Now as you see, my book did came out a bit chunky, so the next one will be a little bit less pages, and maybe the spaces in between will be a bit larger. So if you see by the back, now chipboard is very hard to find, so I just recycled packaging, and the outside is covered with adhesive fabric. Surrounded all the book with flat back pearls and this dainty little vintage trim. The trim is a trim that I got from from DK Crafts by D. And here is a lace I had in my stash, and I'm gonna remove this so you can see it better. I created with this lace like a corset binding. And I see that I'm missing a flower here, so I'm gonna have to glue a new one here and over here. And just to hold the bow, just tied it with a little bit of glue, because this is satin ribbon, otherwise it would just slip. And then going to the front, oh yeah, I also attached one of my crochet puffy hearts as extra decoration on the spine, because the spine is so thick. I could just clip it on there. And this is the front again, all around this little vintage lace with flat back pearls. And in the middle I used one of my crochet ornate frames, just more or less like this one. This is just with thinner yarn. This one was crocheted with a thicker yarn. Printed a Tilda image on fabric, and as you see, I puffed it up. I love this Tilda image, it's just super cute. Accented the frame with what box pleated trim. This box pleated trim I got from the Alease store. And then in the middle, again, same flat back pearl as around the book. And then I formed a flower cluster from flowers I had in my stash, and just added a little accent on the girls here. Some smaller doodad flowers, added a little sentiment, friends forever, with a tiny butterfly, and topped the frame underneath and on the top with two bling flat back pearls. Kind of like simple, it's a quite simple front, but I kind of like it how it turned out. And then let's go to the inside. The book is tied with an broad organza ribbon, and here is my first page. Now, all the embellishments are removable. Just added on the front here on the right, on the left hand side, excuse me, on the left hand side, a paper bag. Decorated it very simple, the pink doily, a Tilda bird. Added some dangle trim on the top, and it holds with a magnet. And in the inside put just some mason jars. There are 3 decorated mason jars inside. You can use those then to put your laces on, or eventually for a mini album. And it clicks back. On the other side, now the paper collection is actually a mixed paper collection of one of my local stores. I kind of found they had a bit of Tilda look. I don't know if you can pick it up, but they all very slightly glittered. On this side I just put some appliques, just to always try to combine a fat page with a with a more flatter page, so all removable. If I go to my next page, I created here an applique with my crochet items. So I crocheted the flowers and the Irish leaves, made a little applique out of it, and flat back pearls, some little doodad flowers. So the applique is completely removable as one whole piece. I kind of love how it turned out. I think it will look nice on a wall hanging, or maybe in a lace book with an image. Then here, just to add extra embellishments on the other page, and some here and there the pages are extra decorated with either paper doilies or paper bands with another complementary colors. These are my hand crocheted hearts in different colors, and these are clay pieces that I made with some molds, and the clay was colored with pink. Here is another page with 3 more mason jars. So in total there are 6 mason jars in this book. So there's enough mason jars to create eventually a mini album. And the mason jar are all decorated, sometimes very simple, sometimes just with a bow or one of my crochet bows. Here it forms a pocket, and decorated the pocket with some lace. Here are 2 layers of lace actually. I think this is also the lace that I got from DK Crafts by D. Or is it Elegant Embellishment? No, DK Crafts by D. And this is a little vintage trim that I had in my stash. The next page, just some of my handmade clay pieces, white clay, air dry clay. Resin and epoxy are very hard to find here. I think they even illegal, I'm not sure, but I think they are illegal to sell here. So this is from a mold I had from Fimo molds, and then the other molds almost you can find everywhere. I think Elegant Embellishments are selling a lot of these molds right now, like the birds and the one with the owl. I think this is one from a Martha Stewart. I kind of liked how they turned out. Super cute. Clay, a lot of details. The next page of my book, just a selection of my hand crochet doilies. As you see, the embellishments are already coming off very easily. And here too, I think I'm gonna have to find something else to glue. So as you see, it's a different selection of small doilies that you can use either on a mason jar or another project. The other side of the book, one of my hand crocheted frames, and I put some flowers, molly flowers, white and salmon colored. And as you already saw, everything is detachable, so you can use the leaves somewhere else. But I kind of liked how they looked in the book with the leaves underneath. In the middle, I also my hand crocheted butterflies, and they're already coming off. The next page of the book, more of my clay pieces, 2 cameo frames and 2 cameos. This is a quite dimensional cameo, and on flat back pearls you can use somewhere as decoration. This is loose, so you can always put later something underneath. I'm gonna put the book down because it's rather heavy. On the other side of the page, another one of my hand crocheted frames. Now the same one, more or less the same one as the one here in the front, only this one is a with pink yarn and glittery yarn. Again, I added some tags that you can remove, that you can use with the image. The image is loose as well, so it's this one can be easily removed. And then some flat back pearls, extra decoration they can use. And then I'm gonna see because something is stuck here. Okay, now it's loose. Here is a page. In the end I had quite a bit of problem to filling it, so I just created some bead sprays here in pink, in a heart shape, in leaf shapes, round ones. You can always change the shapes. There's the blue ones on the other side. There's a gold one. Here is a white. There should be, of these there are 4 of each, and then this one is a whole piece. Would be look nice underneath the flower. They're held normally by a piece of tape here. Now this tape doesn't stick very hard, so it's easy removable. And then added underneath some extras, like here on this page, some crochet crowns, and here some crochet hearts, and one of my clay pieces. These hearts also come off. Maybe I can show you one of the other bead sprays. Love making these. They are very fun, and as you can see, you don't have to keep the heart. You can shape it and turn them into I like, for example, the more crooked leaves on the top, like this. There, the wire should hold. I think it's 20 or 26 gauge wire. I'm gonna put it back in. If I can put it back in. There we go. And this page I left blank because I had put in the end a stick pin holder, as you see, quite large, but I want to fit more or less the dimensions of the page, also held by a magnet. And this is a very strong magnet, as you can see. Now I hope it didn't glue shut. No, it didn't, but it's, as you see, it's a very strong one. And put some empty stick pins in and created some pink style some different stick pins to go along. So here we are. This is my, let's say it maybe Tilda style embellishment book. Please let me know what you think. It was a very, very fun project to make, and I probably will make more, but the next time I think I'm gonna make with less pages. And I had fun creating it. So Nancy and Alease, thank you very much for your inspiration. As I said, let me know what you think. I hope you like this little project. Thank you all for always commenting and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Bye.